Hello YouTube, this is Dave walking around Astoria today to give you an idea what's happening here. I haven't posted anything on my channel for at least 2 years and a half because of, well, we all know it, the C virus. And things here haven't improved economically, as you can tell. We have hyperinflation, water shortage problems, electrical shortage problems, etc., etc., etc. And there's no point in talking about it any further. But I can tell you for absolute certainty that the economy here in my neighborhood hasn't improved very much. There are still quite a number of restaurants and bars like this one that are sitting empty. There's no one around, and that's just the state how things are. This store used to be packed full of people, and there's no one around. Barely anyone's there. And I don't know what else to say. Well, no, I take that back. I got quite a bit to say. There's just an incredible amount of things going on in the city. Violence is up on the subways, and so forth and so on. Sorry, my friends, I have nothing. I'm a little short on words today. As you can see, the streets are still dirty and littered, filled with litter. That was never a problem in this neighborhood up until this pandemic. Across the street is Bubba's Bistro. Give you a tour of my home that I've loved very much.
It's like a skid thing, it's like over.
Some people, but not like it used to be. And they don't seem to be spending very much money in the restaurants and bars and other fun places. We don't have any major closures yet, except for a trade supermarket, which they tore down to put up a Target store.
Do you want to help us save some animals?
Here you go. Why don't you save some humans? Home Comfort's closed. You have plenty of retail space for lease. And it's not as much going on. People sitting around and so forth. And people give me strange looks. I don't give a damn. That's all they want. Here is the new Target building that's going up, and will definitely ruin the skyline, which is very much here in Astoria. As you can see, the litter has just gotten worse. People don't care. It's a mess here. It's an absolute mess. I've had quite a number of friends who've expressed to me, particularly my nephew, that there's a sense of hopelessness in the air, and that they don't see very much of a future. My opinion is I would agree with them. I would hate to be an 18-year-old kid growing up in these times. Here we have, well, not to change the subject, but some outdoor seating that's not being used anymore. And again, the litter. More retail space empty. Possibly it's coming. Mojave restaurant seems to have has about 4 tables in the front, but nothing in the back of the house. Quite a number of mom and pop retail stores are closing early. There's barely any foot traffic. The foot traffic that's here. People aren't going in to spend any money. Across the street is Mike's Diner with their little dining shed, and no one's using it. Or shall I say, they're not using it. No one's not sitting outside. They're eating indoors. Go down a way a little further. Okay, yeah, there's 2 other stores back here. And this, take for example, this Vision store used to close at 8 o'clock. Now they're closing by 6 p.m. There we go. There's this scent of pot in the air. People are smoking pot like there's nothing. The filth that's here, again, emphasizing the general filth that's here. There used to be a restaurant that's gone. There's a new place that's coming up, a dental store. And those restaurants are empty. And this community store has been around since who knows when. At the local shoe store. I don't know about that. There's just very few people. I have video footage going back 3 or 4 years before the start of the pandemic. And this area here was packed with patrons and local folks walking back and forth, and you don't see anything. Here you see an outdoor shed, which is sitting empty. It's another good place. They had a few tables. And there's Bear Burger. New Dunkin' Donuts with one person sitting inside. But they opened up during the second half of the pandemic. We have Bear Burger. There's nothing down there. There's not much going on over here. It's depressing to see this area empty. There are always people hanging out and sitting around and enjoying themselves. And I'm back right by Investors Bank, by the Ditmars station. Last stop of the N train, shall I say. Places are empty. The sushi bar, sushi restaurant, Abachi is empty. Look at how the streets are just empty. It wasn't like this before the pandemic. Places were packed. You have the outdoor seating shed, but no one's there. It's incredible what's going on. Restaurants are open, but there's no business. They say, "Oh, Dave, it's too early, and you have to wait until much later." But I take the contrary point of view. It wasn't like that before the pandemic. It's damaged the economy. The lockdown damaged the economy. People moved away. People selling their home to get out of New York because of all sorts of problems with taxes and property taxes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's it. It's quiet. It's not comfortable. Anyway, my friends, I'm going to end the vlog. I'm planning on part 2, where I'm going to be interviewing a close friend of mine who lives in Manhattan, Lower East Side. His name is Angel, and he's a good person, a good young man, a good father, a good husband. He has 3 children, a wonderful wife, and mother-in-law that he's taking care of. He's helping support them. And he went to culinary art school, graduated, and he can't find a steady job as a cook. So because of it, he's joining the military as a way of making money to help pay his bills and take care of his kids. That's sad that a young man like him have to resort to something that he doesn't really want to do. But what can you do? There's very little opportunities. And the opportunities that exist give other people in line waiting. They say that there's a recession coming. I say there is a recession. And and if they're talking a recession, it might lead us to a depression. Interest rates are going up for no reason. Hyperinflation. Stock market's dropping. It's seemed to have stabilized for today. But how much longer is that going to last? I have no clue. Get back on the main street here, 31st Avenue. And there's some people walking around, but that's just about it. All right, my good friends on YouTube, this is Dave from Astoria. Peace out. Vlog over.